What is up? This is your boy, Anecdotal, and today the 3.0.8 update is live with what? New honor units? The 18th honor units? Dude, I didn't think this rotation would come. I just thought it'd be straight extreme units from now on, but no. The surprise is here. We have new honor units. We're gonna have to check them out. But first, tribe buffs. We finally got tribe buffs again. There's something here about the Shadow Knight's description that it's going to change, but actually everything is still the same. It's only the description, so we don't really have anything to worry about with Shadow Knight. But the thing is, the thing that's going to change is Mark of Death. Why is that important? Haha, one of the units will also have a Mark of Death of his own, or is it her own? Is the unit a girl or a guy? It's Atlantia. I feel like it's a girl. We're gonna have to go check. I already looked at the notes where they first came out, but I wanted to make sure to go ahead and do it when that actual units came out instead. So let's go ahead and let's look at that right after I upgrade this real quick to make sure I got it. But man, am I so happy about the buff rewards. This means that we get an artifact slot. We have a new quest, which it looks like this. I can open. So automatically everyone's gonna go up a couple levels because a new quest is open. If you are struggling, make sure to get your quest open. If that quest doesn't open for you, increase the artifact that lets you lower the amount of cost. That's something I'm gonna have to do because it's not upgrading all the way. Like, I can't quickly max it out. I can max it out over the time of like 2 minutes maybe, but that's a little too long. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and upgrade a little bit an artifact that decreases the cost for upgrading quests. But after that, everything's pretty much the same, man. But here's the thing, honor units cost honor coins. Yeah, man, 4,400. I'm so used to saving up like 1,000 so I can go ahead and up my 7-star units, like the extreme units. And all right, the event's going on. I already have a video on the events going on. I'm pretty sure this event is already over, the 100k Asaurus event, but I was right on time. Like, whenever they came out, probably just a couple of hours or a few hours before the event, I had it. But you know what? Let's talk about these units, man. Atlantia. Let's look at Atlantia. So let me go ahead, get a little click here. Boom. She looks like she's wearing a fish as like a head. That's amazing. So Atlantia is actually a great unit. 40% chance for Mark of Fire. Sound familiar? So with Mark of Fire, which you have a 40% chance of doing, you only need to have, I'd say, two units of her on the field at once. You can do 20% additional damage. But because that's way too broken, instead of that 40%, when you're in raids, there's only a 30% of it happening. But my guess is that's still pretty much all the time. And with that 30% of that mark happening, all your units will do an additional 5% damage. But in anything that's not a raid, you will do an additional 20% damage. So officially I think beats Valkyrie. I'm just gonna throw it out there. We finally have a unit to defeat Valkyrie. I think Valkyrie is a 6 unit, like 6 honor unit at 18. Valkyrie, I think, has been dethroned for everything. So let's go ahead and look at this person right here, Wolf Master, which I also think dethrones people, but only situationally. She has prayer skill. Prayer skill gives you a 20% attack up, but for that to happen, 200 of your allies have to die. So pretty much it's an extreme outland battle unit, so I'll probably test that out as well. For undead, very cool sword looking guy, kind of like a ninja of darkness kind of thing. Gives you pet affinity 2, so from stage, what is it, 21-1 to 40-20, you have a 30% chance of getting something new. And then you got this guy's name who no one can pronounce. What actually reminds me of, what's that anime that came out that he called everybody little turtles? It was like a Chinese anime, I think, that got adapted or something like that. Himarazian, I can't say his name, man. So you're gonna need 10 of him as well, 10 for both of the pet affinities. And so from stage 1-1 in Spirit Highland to 2020, there's a 30% chance that you get an extra pet. And for the other pet, Demon Sword, for 21 to 40-20, there's again an extra 30%. You will need 10. For the other two units, Atlantia and War Master, you're only going to need 2. So they can both be on the team and both do their attacks, one for the Mark of Death and one to do prayer. Actually, no, never mind. Actually, for Wolf Master, you probably just need one. You don't need two. As long as 200 allies of yours end up, you know, kicking the bucket, you'll end up getting that additional 20% attack. So it's going to be huge. So this is really great. If you are a free-to-play player, a new player, a mid-game player, and you are farming anything from stages 1, the very beginning, 1-1, all the way to 40-20, make sure you know where you're farming. You either need to farm Himazarian, the Orc, if you're missing anything on stage 20-20 or below, or if you're missing anything on top of that, make sure to prioritize Demon's Sword for stages 21-1 to 40-20, because farming is so much easier now. So you have a chance, a 30% chance of getting an extra pet. Now I think it's the pet that you're farming. If it's just any random pet, maybe it's not as amazing, but we're gonna have to find out. As for me, I'm not really farming those pets right now, so my concern is Atlantia and Wolf Master, to find out what Atlantia can do for me in both raids and extreme outland battle, as well as what Wolf Master can do with the prayer skill for extreme outland battle. And if you guys are struggling and having units like die left and right for any other of the outland battles, or you're really struggling on stages for raids, I suggest you probably would like to try Wolf Master. Atlantia, my guess is for sure can replace Valkyrie. Like, I'm saying for sure without testing it, but 20% damage? Come on, man. Come on. That probably works. Am I right? So go ahead down below, comment what you think, and if you've already tested it, whether Atlantia trumps Valkyrie, and whether Wolf Master is going to end up trumping High Fairy. So go ahead, comment down below. I think that these new round of 18th honor units had to be good, because they kind of have to compare themselves with extreme units. It's a huge sink on honor coins, so make sure you know what to farm. Unless you're high level, unless your alliance or guild really depends on you for attacks, I would put all of my honor coins either to Demon Sword for Pet Affinity 2 skill. That's for any pets you want to farm between stages 21-1 to 40-20, or if you're even earlier game, to farm the Orc Himazarian for the Pet Affinity skill 1, so you can farm anything from the very beginning all the way up to stage 20-20 of Spirit Highland. If I were to make a new player guide to let you know what you should do, these are actually the honor units I would suggest that you go for. I mean, you can't really go for anything else. Everything else is random. But if I had to say, like, what should you spend your honor coins on? It's probably this, man. It's probably to have a 30% chance every single day to get more pet fragments. Because the biggest difference, the huge gap between veteran players and new players is actually the amount of pets we have. Like, I already have every pet in Spirit Highland with the exception of the newest pets, and that's it. I will also have a video on beating the new stages that come out in normal Spirit Highland. I already have quite a few videos on Spirit Highland. I think I could probably beat everyone with one team, but we're gonna go ahead and find out. That video will be coming pretty soon. Also, it's almost the end of the year, and somebody commented and was like, hey yo, Anecdotal, you want to try to hit 3,000 subs by the end of the year? And I was like, really? 3,000, huh? I didn't notice I was just 50 away. That would be amazing to do. So, hey man, if you are watching this video, you are hearing my voice right now, hey man, hit the sub button, hit the like button. But if you're gonna sub and you're not gonna watch all the videos, I don't know how I feel about it, man. It feels bad if there's a lot of subs and 0 views, you know what I'm saying? But nah, do it. Sub. Get me to 3K. I'd appreciate it. As an end of the year thing, it'd be a really cool milestone to hit right before the end of the year. Then we can go ahead and continue moving forward. You feel me? Woo. Also, right now, I don't think Atlantia did the damage that I was expecting because of the large amount of trans points I have on Valkyrie. I have like 30 plus Valkyries at T3. And I don't know if I'm going to invest in 30 plus T3 Atlantias. Maybe I will in the future. Nah, I really don't see it happening, man. That's so many honor coins, and it's just not worth it. I guess I'll wait for a 19th honor coin to really start farming Atlantia. Or if I get selection tickets, I'll go ahead and do it like that. But I'll definitely get 10 of Demon Sword and 10 of Himazirian first, even though I don't need them. Like, I can definitely get a whole lot of extra pet fragments that way. It's not like I'm struggling with the secret shop, but it sounds just way more efficient for me than like rushing to switch. My guess is it's not going to take too long for Atlantia to become better. Maybe all I need is the pet. And then once you 5-star the pet, I'm not going to have too much issues. Also, the equipment in my Valkyrie is completely maxed out at all 80. So 80 attack, 80 defense, 80 HP. So I'm definitely going to start putting equipment on Atlantia and on Wolfmaster, because I really think that they will overcome the previous meta and start switching things up, at least for Outland Battle. So Wolfmaster and Atlantia for sure. I think Outland Battle Extreme, that's what they're made for. But for actual raids, I think only Atlantia could take over Valkyrie. But I do not believe that Wolfmaster will take over Valkyrie. Will take over High Fairy, because I don't expect all of my units to always die in raids. I expect them to like stay up to be able to do damage. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like very situational, kind of a double-edged sword in using or depending on Wolfmaster in raids, because if all your units aren't there, you're not going to really be doing maximal damage, will you? It's much better to like not have to have that prayer skill proc, you know, because 200 is a lot of allies down. It's definitely not as much for Outland Battle, but for actual raids, it's a lot. So I'm not sure how helpful it will actually be, but please do comment what you believe down below, or if you have already tested it out and have some experience with it, your stories on how this will go down, like the data you've collected solely individually for yourself, would actually be a huge benefit to the community and anyone reading the comments below. So feel free to read everybody else's comments and comment stuff for yourself. For the hard version of Spirit Highland, I'm almost done as well. I just need to go ahead and level up a bit. So yeah, man, this has been your boy Anecdotal. And if you like this video, make sure to like and share with anybody from the EF community. And of course, don't forget to make yourself known and comment down below. Peace.